Legend Mick Foley, and you are watching C-RadTV here, right here on YouTube. Have a nice day.
This is Cody Diener, and you are watching C-RadTV on YouTube. And just like Cody Diener, C-RadTV lives by two simple words. Just give her, yeah.
How's it going, guys? It's Radz, and a WWE Fastlane 2019 review. 28 days till WrestleMania. This is the final pay-per-view before we get to WrestleMania. So yeah, let's go ahead and jump right into it. So we start off with the pre-show. We have only one pre-show match, and it was an impromptu pre-show match. Because the original pre-show match got turned into a fatal four-way match for the U.S. title. Spoiler alert. So yeah, well, and that's on the main card, so we'll get to that when we get there. So yeah, this impromptu tag team match is the team of Shinsuke Nakamura and Rusev against New Day's Big E and Xavier Woods. And since this is a meaningless pre-show match, we're not going to waste any time on this one, so we'll skip right to the end. Match ending, Xavier, Big E hit the up, down, down, L on Rusev. Xavier gets the 3 count for the win. So yeah, meaningless match, so who really cared, but that's the pre-show. But yeah, to all those for there, thank you for playing. Now let's get into the main card, to the matches that actually matter. So our opening match on the main card is for the SmackDown Tag Team Championships. We have the Usos, Jimmy and Jay versus the team of Shane McMahon and The Miz. Of course, Miz's dad is front row at ringside. And Miz was also wearing a nice little brown Cleveland is Awesome shirt since Fastlane was in Miz's hometown of Cleveland. So yeah, and of course the brown shirt is representing, of course, the Cleveland Browns. Miz's favorite football team. Oh, poor bastard. Alright, Cleveland actually has a promising future. We'll get to that in a little bit, though. But to the matchup itself, highlights of the match. Shane's 2 arm tosses were good. Shane's Russian leg sweep was pretty good too. Shane and Miz's double heart attack, very decent. It was meh. I think could have used some improvement. Jay's drop kick was good. Jay's knee drop was good, but Tom Phillips on commentary would botch it by calling it a diving headbutt. No, it's not a diving headbutt. It is a knee drop. Try again, dumbass. Shane's DDT was good. Miz's pop-up faceplant was good. Miz's 2 running double knees in corner were pretty good. Miz's diving crossbody was good along with his DDT. The Usos double team pop-up Samoan drop was very good. Usos double super kick in the mid-air was very well done. Along with the Usos Samoan drop neckbreaker combo. Miz would hit the skull-crushing finale, but that would only get a 2 count. So, once again, we have wrestler kicks out a finisher like it's your normal move cliche. Jay's step-up enziguri was good. Match ending, Jay would counter Miz's frog splash by getting his knees up. Then Jay would go roll up the Miz. Jay gets the 3 count for the win. So, the Usos will retain the SmackDown tag titles. But will they enter Mania as champion? Because we've seen titles, like tag titles, change hands before a pay-per-view. Like on a random SmackDown. So we're going to have to wait and see. But for now, Usos have retained. But after the match, this is the interesting part stuff. The good gossip. So we have Miz and Shane. After the match, they raise each other's hand. Then they go to ringside. Both Miz and Shane would raise Miz's dad's hands. And then while Miz is walking away, Shane would then go and run and attack Miz from behind for post-match assault. Shane would then go and attack Miz's dad in the crowd. Shane would then go and walk in that triangle headlock on the Miz in front of Miz's dad. I don't know, it's that one I think it's called triangle headlock. It's a jiu-jitsu move. Correct me if I'm wrong if I botched it. But yeah. So yeah, in other words, yeah, Shane has turned heel. I think it was rumored that Shane was turning heel at Fastlane. So yeah, this all but makes it official. So I guess this means we're gonna have Miz versus Shane McMahon at WrestleMania 35. But yeah. So yeah, we have a heel turn, right, to open the show. Okay, not a bad start, to be honest. Not bad. So next up, we have Elias in the ring. Elias going to do a... whatchamacallit? Oh yeah, he's gonna do a little concert in the ring. Elias goes on and says that if Miz's dad is actually Miz's dad, then Miz won't age very well. And then Elias goes on and says that he's going to go to LA, so to hang with LeBron James. Oh, taking a shot at the Cavaliers. Alrighty. But don't worry, this is only the first of many more times Elias will be out here tonight. Be ready for it. But let's continue on. So next matchup we have is for the SmackDown Women's Tag Team titles. We have Asuka defending against Mandy Rose. So yeah, highlights in the match. Mandy's head toss, but Asuka's was pretty good. But Asuka's roll through the counter was very well done, using the momentum from it. Very good job. Mandy's pump knee was good, along with her vertical suplex. Mandy with botch what looked like a fireman's dump. I'm not sure what the fuck that was supposed to be. It looked like shit. Asuka's drop kick was good. Her strikes were good. Asuka's hip attack in the corner was good. Asuka's release German was good, along with her Mandy's pump knee was pretty good. But match ending, Sonya Deville would go under the ring. She'd pull a kendo stick out, but she'd lead the little curtain on the ring apron, on the side of the apron, the little curtain there. Mandy would go off the rope. Mandy would slip on the ring apron. She'd fall down. Asuka would take advantage. She'd hit the Asuka lock on Mandy Rose. Asuka gets the 3 count for the win to retain. So Asuka looks like she'll be entering WrestleMania as the SmackDown Women's Champion. But after the match, Sonya goes over to apologize to Mandy, but Mandy refuses Sonya's apology and walks away. Could we see some turn? So could we see a face turn in this team coming up in the future? Gonna have to wait and see, but Asuka is still your women's champion after this match. So next up, we go backstage where Kofi Kingston and the New Day go into Vince McMahon's office, asking about the WWE title match. And they propose that they should change it to a triple threat match. But Vince is not buying it, and then Big E asks Vince, how long is Kofi going to have to wait before he gets an opportunity? Because Kofi's been waiting 11 years. So then Vince McMahon announces that the WWE title match will be a triple threat match. And then Kofi Kingston goes out and tells Kofi to go out to the ring. So Kofi goes out to the ring thinking that it's the WWE title match. Until it was announced that instead of a triple threat match, it will be a 2-on-1 handicap match Kofi Kingston is competing against. And it's against the Bar, Sheamus and Cesaro. And Big E and Xavier Woods are barred from ringside. So we have an impromptu handicap match. So highlights of this crap shoot. Bar's double Boston Crab was pretty good. Cesaro's uppercuts, including the one in midair, very well done. Cesaro's gut wrench slam was good. The Bar's clothesline powerbomb combo, very well done. Sheamus's bro kick was good, but he would not go for the pin immediately. At that point, the crowd started to chant, "This is boring." I don't blame them. It was fucking boring. So then the New Day Kofi, Big E, and Xavier Woods come out. And then Shinsuke Nakamura and Rusev also come out and attack the New Day from behind to prevent New Day's interference. Shinsuke then goes on and hits the Kinshasa on Big E, and Rusev hits the Machka kick on Xavier Woods. While that's happening in the ring, the Bar hit the double white noise on Kofi. Both Cesaro and Sheamus get the 3 count for the win because both of them put their foot on Kofi's chest to get the 3 count. So a boring-ass match, impromptu match, just to give Kofi some pay-per-view time. I think this is just setting up so Kofi gets his title match at WrestleMania. But yeah, boring match. What else is new? Let's continue on. So next up, we get Elias back in the ring again for round 2. So Elias goes on in this next song and then says that Kofi suffered the same fate as that moron, The Miz. And then Elias says Kofi and Miz look like a couple of Cleveland Cavaliers. And it says the Cavaliers look like a bunch of beat-up losers. Okay, alrighty. Well, as a fan of a division rival, I'm not going to argue that. I enjoy Cleveland losing. I have every right to, since I'm a fan of Detroit. But yeah. And then Elias goes on and says that the Pittsburgh Steelers are the best. Wrong! Pittsburgh Steelers are not even close. They actually have the 12th best winning percentage all time. They're tied for most Super Bowls, but they're shared with New England for most Super Bowl wins. And I'm not sure if you heard, Elias, but the Pittsburgh Steelers just recently traded their star wide receiver, Antonio Brown, to the Oakland Raiders for 2 meaningless draft picks. However you want to take it, Steeler fans. And also, Pittsburgh star running back Le'Veon Bell is gone. And Big Ben, their quarterback, is still not aging well. He's almost in his 40s. So yeah, I think it's safe to say the Steelers' downfall is only beginning. So yeah, Elias, you gotta get with the times. Don't worry, well, Raw's gonna be in Pittsburgh Monday, so maybe Elias will have some Steeler jokes. And maybe Elias will come to his senses and realize what he did wrong. So next up, we have a triple threat match for the Raw Tag Team titles. We have the Revival, Scott Dawson and Dash Wilder, versus the team of Bobby Roode and Chad Gable, versus the team of Ricochet and Aleister Black. Highlights of the match: Chad's drop toe hold was good, along with Chad's 2 belly-to-back slams. Ricochet's 2 head scissors were good. Scott's vertical suplex is good too. Revival's double team gutbuster, very well done. Chad's snap suplex is good, along with Ricochet's jawbreaker. Scott's leg drop and followed by an elbow drop was good. Ricochet's front roll into the drop kick was very well done. Ricochet's front roll, Aleister's leg sweep followed by a sliding knee, very well done. That sequence is good. Aleister's moonsault was very well executed. Bobby's spine buster was good. Aleister's Meteora was pretty good too. By the way, this is the pay-per-view debut of Ricochet and Aleister Black if you haven't queued on yet. Chad's German suplex followed by Dash's frog splash, very well done. Ricochet's steered shooting star press right after was good too. Very great sequence there. Ricochet would go for an avalanche Hurricane Rana, launching Scott Dawson to everybody. But Ricochet would botch the Hurricane Rana and in his own landing because Ricochet landed on the apron right on his head, the bridge of his head and his neck. So yeah, that's gotta hurt. Fuck. Like, it had a chance to be a spectacular move, but Ricochet fucked up his own landing. Oh well, better luck next time. Ricochet's crossbody dive over the ring post is very well done. Chad's diving crossbody was good. Leads to a match ending. Revival hit the Shatter Machine on Chad Gable. Scott Dawson gets the 3 count for the win. But after the match, Bobby Roode would get in the ring, and then he'd hit the glorious DDT on Scott Dawson for post-match assault. Aleister then gets in the ring and hits the Black Mass on Bobby Roode. Ricochet then gets in the ring and hits the Falcon's Arrow on Dash Wilder, followed by the 630 splash. So even though Ricochet and Aleister lost, they're still standing tall at the end of the night. I think this is just set up for Ricochet and Aleister to win the tag titles at Mania. I think it's obvious. Clear as day. But yeah, we're just gonna have to wait and see what happens with them. So our next matchup is an impromptu fatal 4-way match for the United States title. We have Samoa Joe defending against R-Truth, Rey Mysterio, and Andrade Cien Almas. And keep in mind, originally Rey Mysterio and Andrade were supposed to have a singles match in the pre-show. But after a backstage segment in the pre-show, they got promoted to the main card into a fatal 4-way match. Honestly, Rey and Andrade should be glad. They got a really good deal on this end of the stick. But let's continue on. So, to the matchup. Highlights of the match. Samoa Joe's strikes throughout the match were good. Rey's Hurricane Rana was good. Joe's crossbody dive was good too. Rey's seated senton was good. Truth's corkscrew elbow was it's R-Truth. Rey's double Hurricane Rana was good, along with Rey's Hurricane Rana head drag combo. It was a really good combo there. Two people for the price of one. It was Andrade and R-Truth. Very well done. Joe's double clothesline was good. Rey's dropkick to break up a coquina clutch. Very well done. Rey's tornado DDT was good, along with his Hurricane Rana from the electric, while Truth had an electric chair position in. Rey's leg drop to break up a pin was very well done. Joe's step up enziguri was good. Andrade's missile drop kick was good. Andrade would hit 2 amigos on Rey Mysterio, but Rey Mysterio would counter the 3rd amigo by rolling up Andrade. That got a kick out at 2. Truth's drop kick was okay. Andrade's corkscrew dive was very well done. Ray's diving Hurricane Rana, very well done. Selena would then hit a super kick to R-Truth. And keep in mind, since this is a fatal 4-way match, there are no disqualifications. So what Selena did was 100% legal. Carmella then goes and attacks Selena at ringside, but while that's happening, Samoa Joe would then go ahead and Uranagi, but Truth would break up the pin at 2. Andrade would then hit a hammerlock DDT. Truth would also come in and break up the pin at 2. Then Truth would go and he'd do John Cena's BS Superman comeback, the same old shit. Shoulder tackles, that side slam. Truth then goes and hits the 5 merchandise shuffle, which honestly, it looks better than Cena's version. Joe senton to break up a pinfall, very well done. Ray hits the 619, but as Ray goes for the splash, Joe would counter. Joe would lock in the Coquina clutch on Rey Mysterio. Joe would make Rey Mysterio pass out for the submission victory. Still, just Samoa Joe retains the United States title in his first defense. Oh, and right now, word on the street is Samoa Joe is defending the U.S. title at WrestleMania against John Cena. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck no. Please, dear God, Cena better not be fucking burying Samoa Joe at WrestleMania. No. No. I don't want this. No. No. Please, God, no. But continuing on, we'll have that rant set for another day. Our next matchup is for the women's tag team titles. We have Bayley and Sasha Banks defending against Nia Jax and Tamina. And we have Beth Phoenix on commentary as guest caller commentator. WWE Hall of Famer, by the way. So yeah, highlights of the match. Nia's military press on Sasha to throw right into Bayley, very good. Nia's powerbomb was okay. Sasha's crossbody was good. Sasha would botch a flip landing by landing on her butt and falling over. So yeah. Nia would then go and botch lifting Sasha up for a Samoan drop by then falling down too. Like, come on, Nia, you have over 100 pounds on Sasha. It shouldn't be that hard to lift her. Come on. Quit botching, god damn it. There's no excuse for that. But Nia, out in the second attempt, would be able to lift Sasha up and hit a Samoan drop. So I guess I should have took one attempt, to be honest. Sasha's Meteora was good along with her double cross body. Bayley's suicide dive was good along with Sasha's second Meteora. In the corner, Bayley would hit an elbow drop on Nia, but Tamina would break up the pin at 2. So match ending, Bayley would hit a Hurricane Rana on Nia Jax, which then leads to Bayley rolling up Nia Jax in that same position. Bayley gets the 3 count for the win. And since Bayley got the 3 count for the win, it means something happened. Sasha Banks, you've done it! You successfully had a successful title defense. Took you long enough. But yes, Sasha Banks has had a successful title defense finally. The memes are officially dead. Now the questions are, is Sasha gonna retain or will be no more? Sasha has done it. She has finally had a successful title defense on the main roster. Somebody alert the press. This is not a drill. This is not a drill. But after the match, the celebration would be short-lived as Nia and Tamina would go and attack Bayley and Sasha Banks for post-match assault. So then Tamina goes, she hits a super kick on Bayley. Nia would then throw Sasha over the English announce table, which led to Beth Phoenix being in front of the table, which then leads to a Tamina and Beth Phoenix both staring off. Beth then goes and attacks Tamina, but then Nia Jax will attack Beth, letting the numbers game come into play. Nia then throws Beth in the ring. Nia hits a leg drop on Beth Phoenix. So then Natalya runs out to come out to the aid of Beth Phoenix, but Tamina would ward off Natalya's plan, and Tamina would hit a super kick on Natalya. So even though Tamina and Nia lost, they're still standing tall at the end of the night. Whoopee. Now, can Nia Jax not botch lifting somebody for once when she has over 100 pounds on them? There's no excuse for that. For fuck's sakes. But hey, tonight, the memes died. Sasha killed the memes. Rest in peace, Sasha can't have a successful title defense. Memes. May Sasha not have a successful title defense in the afterlife. Because the wrestling gods show no mercy. Amen. So next up is a triple threat match for the WWE Championship. We have an impromptu change to the title match. So we have Daniel Bryan defending against Kevin Owens. And the third member in this matchup would be Mustafa Ali. And after this, the crowd was starting to chant for We Want Kofi. They were even booing Mustafa. They were booing all three men in the ring. And throughout the match, they were chanting Kofi, and this is boring. So I guess, well, I think it was obvious that Kofi was not going to be in the match after that impromptu handicap match. So at this point, I think the fans are just being crybaby brats. Don't worry, folks. You'll get your wish. You will get your wish in 4 weeks. You just gotta be patient. You just gotta be patient, folks. So anyway, to the matchup. Highlights of the match. Daniel would oversell it. Daniel would have botched by overselling a strike from Kevin Owens by falling on his ass and then rolling right out of the ring. It's like, come on, Daniel. Sell it right. Don't be fake like John Cena, for fuck's sakes. Mustafa's dropkick was going along with a suicide dive. Kevin would hit 2 cannonballs, one from the apron and then one right into the barricade. Excuse me. Daniel's missile dropkick in the corner was good. Daniel's fickle kicks to Kevin Owens were good. Daniel's belly-to-back suplex was very well done. Daniel's fickle kicks to Mustafa Ali were good. Mustafa's front roll into a facebuster was a pretty good sequence there. Daniel's missile dropkick was good. Kevin's 2 cannonballs, one to Daniel and one to Mustafa in the corner, very well done. Mustafa's super kick was good. Kevin's double senton was good. Mustafa's inverted Hurricane Rana was good. Mustafa's avalanche Spanish fly from the top rope was good. Kevin's stunner to Mustafa was good too, but Daniel will break up the count at 2. Kevin hits the pop-up powerbomb on Daniel Bryan, but that gets a kick out at 2. Daniel's back body drop on the apron was good. Mustafa's slingshot was good too. Mustafa's 450 splash on the apron was good also, but that was not in the ring, so that doesn't count toward anything. Mustafa and Kevin's super kicks to Eric Rowan, very well done. Kevin's front flip dive to Eric Rowan was good too. Mustafa's diving tornado DDT, very well done. Kevin's pop-up powerbomb on the apron was good too. Eric's spin kick to Kevin Owens, very well done. To pretty much take Kevin Owens out of the match. And by the way, since the triple threat match, like the Fatal 4-Way, there are no disqualifications. So Eric's interference is legal, according to the book. Leads to our match ending, so Mustafa goes for a dive in midair. Daniel then goes and hits the running knees on Mustafa in midair. Very well sequenced. Very well done there. So Daniel hits the running knees in midair. Daniel gets the 3 count for the win to retain the WWE title. So Daniel will be taking his ugly-ass kid's WWE Championship belt to WrestleMania. To more than likely face Kofi Kingston. Now watch Vince McMahon say nope and make Kofi Kingston sit out Mania. But after the match, Eric Rowan then goes and hits the claw attack on Mustafa Ali for post-match assault. So yeah, Mustafa and Daniel and Eric still stand tall at the end of the night. So next up, we have a one-on-one women's match. We have Becky Lynch versus Charlotte Flair. And if Becky wins, she will be added to the Raw Women's Championship match at WrestleMania, making it a triple threat. And of course, Becky also in this match signed a hold harmless agreement, which means if anything happens to Becky in this match, she cannot hold WWE responsible for it. So in other words, she can't sue the WWE for it. But yeah, to the match. Highlights of the match. Throughout the match, Charlotte was targeting Becky's bad knee as predicted. Charlotte would then go and mock Becky by hopping on one leg and then monologuing on Becky. Charlotte, don't you know that monologuing is a villain's greatest weakness? By God, you've learned nothing from last Tuesday. Charlotte's Dragon Screw leg whip was good along with her knee drop. Becky's super kick on one leg was very well done. Charlotte's exploder was good along with her Beal into the barricade. We lead to our match ending. Becky would go for the disarmer, but with the bad knee, she couldn't lock it in fully. Charlotte took advantage of it to get out of the situation. Charlotte then locks in the figure 8 on Becky Lynch. And then Raw Women's Champion Ronda Rousey comes out. She runs out to the ring. And then Ronda goes and hits a hammer fist on Becky Lynch, which forces the DQ. So Becky Lynch was going to win this match regardless. So yeah, Becky is your winner by disqualification. And since Becky won the match, that means that she will be in the Raw Women's Championship match at WrestleMania. So it's a triple threat. But honestly, in that situation, they also made Ronda look like an idiot. Because they made Ronda intentionally give up her own champion's advantage in the match. Because now at Mania, she'll have no advantage. But yes. But after the match, nothing happened. Ronda leaves. And then Becky and Charlotte both leave the ring too. So, no post-match assault or nothing. But before we move on to the next segment, I think it's a good time now that we brought Ronda Rousey up to talk about some interesting comments Ronda Rousey said about WWE and professional wrestling as a whole. In her recent vlog, there was a clip that was played. It's been talked about all week leading up into this pay-per-view. See, I'm going to play the audio for it for you. And yeah, then you can go ahead and debate about it in the comments section. And after I'm done with the audio, I'll go ahead and give my thoughts on it.
So tonight when you were giving your promo, and
it wasn't a promo. They gave me other things to say. I didn't fucking say it.
Oh really?
That's the thing. It's not a fucking promo. It's not an act. I'm not going out there and doing their fucking act anymore. They can say it's part of the act to kind of try to save face to everybody else, but it's not an act. I'm going out there, I'm doing whatever the hell I want, and they can explain it away however they want, but fuck them. Everybody, WWE Universe included. I meant that I'm going to disrespect the sport that they all love so much. Oh, don't break kayfabe, Ronda. Wrestling's, it's scripted, it's made up, it's not real. None of those bitches can fucking touch me. The end.
So, man. So yes, Ronda went on and said that wrestling is not real. Like, come on, folks. Like, you didn't know that before. Like, come on. Like, I really liked what Ronda said in this. Like, if this is a work or what, it was very well done. I think this is all Ronda. Because WWE is too dumb to make something this good. Like, honestly, this promo she cut is a hell of a lot better than the watered-down cat piss WWE's creative has been creating the last few years. But, honestly, you look at this as a whole, though. Like, they've already fucked this storyline up by having Becky having to win her way into Mania. Even though Becky already won the Women's Royal Rumble match, so by having Becky having to win her way in, you all but said that the Women's Royal Rumble match doesn't matter. But then again, what the fuck mattered in WWE? Because I've heard people say, oh, well, you know, if it's not real, then why should it matter? To be honest, what mattered in WWE in the first place? When the company is a poorly run crap shoot. Like, fuck's sakes. Why is it that I gotta have these arguments with the fan base whenever something happens? Like, I guess, apparently, Ronda saying that professional wrestling isn't real, it must have broke some unwritten rule of professional wrestling, and now people are pissed. Because they're like, oh, is it real? Is it fake? Did she cross the line? Here's a question. Who fucking cares? The one question you should ask yourselves at the end of the day in all of this is, were you entertained by at the end of the day? Were you entertained by the product they gave you? Did Ronda Rousey entertain you with her promo? That is the question that should be asked and answered. To be honest, I thought I found what Ronda said very entertaining. Saying none of those bitches can fucking touch her. And honestly in that, like, the amount of heat Ronda got in this is nuclear, because everyone got offended easily. Because everyone, once again, wants to play the I'm offended game. It's like, seriously, grow the fuck up. Come on. And believe me, I'm getting really sick and tired of telling people to grow up. Like, this is getting really fucking old. Like, seriously. God damn. Ronda actually cuts a half-decent fucking promo, and all you want to do is cry wolf about it. God damn it. But yeah, Ronda's already got nuclear heat. Like, on Raw, to go home Raw, she had a legit armbar in. That armbar looked pretty legit, too, along with her strikes and judo throws. And it's about time that Ronda actually looked good instead of, like, shit. To be perfectly honest. But yeah, like, the amount of heat Ronda's got from this, it's at levels Roman Reigns could only dream of. Like, man. But yeah, like, when anyone faces Ronda now, from here on out, doesn't matter what, no matter what, whoever faces Ronda is automatically a babyface, because Ronda's gonna get fucking booed massively. Like, imagine if Ronda just goes in and just no-sells Becky's moves. Like, imagine just Ronda gets in the ring and just no-sells what anybody does just to prove they're all fake and phony. Like, imagine if Ronda just does that. Oh! The heat she would get from that would be a lot higher. Like, the heat would reach atomic levels, not just nuclear heat. It'd be atomic nuclear heat. Like, holy shit. Man. I don't think fake was the right word to use it. I'd use, like, scripted or entertainment. Like, I think everyone knows that WWE is scripted. Like, they're out there to put on a show. They're out there to entertain you. Hence why WWE is called World Wrestling Entertainment. The E in WWE stands for entertainment. Oh, what? What do you think the E in WWE stand for? Elephants? Like, come on. Like, if you didn't know WWE is scripted, you all need to start, you all been living under a rock and need to start getting with the times. Like, come on. But yeah, I just think I just go on a quick rant there to give my thoughts on this real quick. Just give my opinion. I was pretty entertained by WWE, by what Ronda said. I'm interested to see what she does on Raw. I'm interested to see what she does at WrestleMania now. And now, I want to see if she will even show up on SmackDown to do this to Becky. Like, wow. Like, I believe Ronda could get in the ring and kill Charlotte and Becky. That's what she did. She tried to sell us that she could kill both of them in the ring. And she did a pretty good job of selling it. I could believe it. But yeah, that's all I gotta say about that rant. Let's just get back on topic. So next up, we have Elias in the ring for a third time. So Elias goes on and says that Becky's the man, but Elias is not a fan. Shut up, Elias. Nobody likes a rhymer. Elias says that Becky is destined for failure, that he's surprised she wasn't born in Ohio. Oh, I see why, because most of the Ohio teams suck. Like, the only Ohio team with a championship is the Cleveland Cavaliers from 2016, when the Warriors blew a 3-1 lead. Okay, that joke is long old. So then Elias then goes on and says that he has no faith in the Shield, like when the Cleveland Browns take the field. Taking a shot at Cleveland Browns. Actually, though, Cleveland Browns actually have a promising future after a 7-8-1 season. They got a lot of young stars. I think Cleveland could make some noise in 2019. Just wait and see. I think the Browns are going to be better than the Steelers this year. That's going to say something this year. So then Elias goes on and says that Cleveland is the worst city to host a pay-per-view before WrestleMania. And Elias says that his time is up, so he's gonna leave. And Elias was then glad that he had no interruptions. Or so he thought. So then Lacey Evans' music hits, and Lacey Evans comes out and walks down the ramp and walks up. Yeah, you get the drill by now. Hey Vince, here's a question. Is Lacey Evans even gonna have a match yet? Like, we get it. She's a classy lady. She likes to walk up and down the ramp. Okay, we get it. Can she actually get in the ring and show us what she can do? Alright? You made your point. You don't need to beat the dead horse on it. Alright? Yeah, we get it. Now show us what she can do in the ring, unless you wait until Mania to do that. So yeah, while Lacey Evans is walking up the ramp, Randy Orton would come out from the crowd and hit an RKO on Elias out of nowhere. And it was truly out of nowhere. But right after Randy Orton hits the RKO, AJ Styles then comes out for the crowd. And then AJ Styles goes and hits the phenomenal forearm on Randy Orton. I was like, whoa, man. See, I think this is set up for AJ Styles and Randy Orton to go one-on-one at WrestleMania. See, I think this all is just about to start a setup for that match. Hey, it will be a good match between AJ and Randy Orton. I cannot wait for it. But yeah, that's all for there. So now, we get to our main event. A 6-man tag team match. We have The Shield, Seth Rollins, Dean Ambrose, and boring fuckface Roman Reigns against the team of Baron Corbin, Bobby Lashley, and Drew McIntyre. Before the match, as The Shield enters the ring, all 6 men would then go and brawl for pre-match assault. But when the match did get underway, we'll get to it. Highlights and Roman fails in the match. Seth's Sling Blade was pretty good. Shield sliding, clothesline, knee drop, and elbow drop combo from Dean and Seth was pretty well executed too. Roman's double diving clothesline looked meh. I mean, it's Roman Reigns. Roman's selling throughout the match looked like crap. Roman strikes looked fake as fuck. Roman and Seth's wishbone was pretty good. I'll give Roman kudos there. Drew's kick in midair was good too. And then we'd have, of course, during that whole sequence, we'd have like 3 or 4 kickouts. Because we're back to a weekly tradition, where it's not a Roman match without, you guessed it, spamming the living shit out of fucking kickouts. You think they improved Roman matches while Roman was gone the last 4 months. But nah, that would require too many brain cells. Yep, spamming kick out, kick out, kick out, kick out. So Seth's enziguri was good, along with Hurricane Rana. Dean would then hit a roll-up, but that would get a kick out. Bobby would hit a spear, but Roman would break up the pin at 2. Drew would hit a Claymore, but Dean would roll out of the ring. Bobby would go for a pin, but that'd get a kick out. Bobby's Spanish Fly was good too, but I'd also get a kick out. Drew's standing suplex is good, but I'd also get a kick out at 2. Dean's standing suplex is good, along with his neck breaker and his slingshot clothesline. Roman would then do his BS Superman comeback of clothesline punch and kick and clothesline, da-da-da-da-da. Roman would hit the drive-by and then go for a pin. The drive-by looked like garbage. Drew would break up the pin at 2. Surprisingly in all this, Roman did not hit the 10 clotheslines of shit in the corner. Dean and Seth's double missile drop kicks followed by double suicide dives were pretty well done. Baron would hit the deep 6 on Roman, which looked pretty good, but that get a kick out at 2. Of course it does. Dean's dive off the announce table into the timekeeper's area, very well done. Baron hits a roll up on Roman, that gets a kick out at 2. Baron hits a chokeslam on Roman, that gets a kick out at 2. While this is happening, Seth and Dean are brawling with Drew and Bobby in the crowd near the pre-show stage. Yeah, that area. But while that's happening inside the ring, Roman hits a sit-out powerbomb on Baron. That gets a kick out at 2. Seth's crossbody dive from the stands to everybody was very well done too. Looked good. Roman will hit a stupid man punch on Baron. That get a kick out at 2. Roman would then go and hit 2 stupid mans, 1 to Drew and then 1 to Bobby. So yeah, and that's now 3 stupid mans. Baron would then go and hit the end of days on Roman. Dean would break up the pin at 2. Roman then hits a 4th stupid man punch, and this one to Bobby Lashley. Seth then hits a stomp on Bobby on top of the announce table. But the table still stood. So in other words, Seth, table didn't break. Roman then hits a spear on on Baron Corbin. Shield then they hit the triple powerbomb on Drew McIntyre through the Spanish announce table. Yeah, it's been a while since the Spanish table got trashed through. Sets then we'd have 3-on-1 for the Shield against Baron Corbin. Seth would hit a super kick to Baron. Roman would then hit a fifth stupid man punch to Baron Corbin also. Dean would then hit the Dirty Deeds to Baron Corbin. Dean would go for the pin immediately. Then Seth goes and then says, "One last motherfucking time." Yes, you heard that correctly. Seth did say "one last motherfucking time." But they had to censor that motherfucking part. Because it's a PG show. Yeah, I think that's a no-no with Vince because he's on Raw. So yeah, Seth, I think Seth's gonna get put in the timeout area for that. But to our match ending, Shield goes, they hit the triple power bomb on Baron Corbin in the ring. Roman goes, he gets the 3 count for the win. Of course, Roman gets the 3 count for the Shield. Because we gotta make Roman get the count, make him look strong. And of course, Shield then go, they do their signature 3-man pose. So the Shield stands tall. And probably their last time they reunite together. Probably until the end of 2019. We'll have to wait and see though. But yeah, for one last time, the Shield are victorious. And that's how we end Fastlane. So Fastlane, well, you had 2 impromptu matches. And you had those 3 impromptu Elias segments. And then a lot of different match changes to where it's like this show was just honestly, Fastlane this year was just one giant clusterfuck after another. Like this show, it should have been called Clusterfuck Lane. Because this show was a clusterfuck. But overall, it wasn't a good show, but it wasn't terrible. It was mediocre at best, minus the botches too. So that being said, I'm up my rating. 4 out of 10, but it's my final rating. Like, what else is there to say, you know? Honestly, it's honestly one of the better pay-per-views this year. That's honestly one of the better pay-per-views this year we've had, next to Royal Rumble. Elimination Chamber was just trash. But yeah, it's WWE. What else is new? But yeah, 28 days till WrestleMania. 4 more weeks. Oh boy. But yeah, I think I've gone on long enough for this review. But yeah, that's all I gotta say. Hope everyone's a great day, and yeah, peace out.